Hey guys, I came out to do a quick garden check because I know it's about to rain. So I know the squirrels are doing garden checks also. Look at this. They're checking the pears. And I guess they're not ripe enough for them. They're just biting into them and they're dropping them on the ground. So in the next couple of weeks I'm gonna have to be very strategic and go take off what they don't eat or bite into. But it's about to rain. I just came out the door. I think I felt a drizzle. So I'm going to walk through quickly. Okay, this is the Black Beauty zucchini that I planted. Just planted. There's that one sweet potato. Remember how small it was just 2 days ago when I put it in? I don't expect any growth out of these potatoes yet that I just put in the green stalks. So these two lemonade green stalks, they're pretty. And also these blue ones. I don't see any beans here, but I am very impressed with the growth on these little the ones that I got from Amazon, because I was gonna donate them or give them away, but I guess they're good for growing beans. So all of these beans look very nice here. Beans look good here. Here's that tomato plant. I was wondering about if it was getting enough sunlight, because this one over here is outperforming it, and they were planted at exactly the same time, the same day. So I think some sunlight or something did have a factor. I just moved the green stalk over a little bit, and that seemed to have solved the problem. So, and the same with these tomato plants. I had a big tall green stalk here, but once I moved it, it grew taller, and now it's beginning to flower. So everything looks good over here. These are my new what did I put here? Brussels sprouts. It's a lot of Brussels sprout plants. If you're in DMV and you want some, please let me know. These are some lettuce. Lots of, way too many plants here. I believe this is cabbage. Way too many. I planted so many different types of cabbage. I know I don't have space for it all. And the same with these collards here. Let's take this off of here. These collards and this kale here. Even though they advertise this soil as garden soil, it is so poorly. It's poor. And some of these finer seeds will have difficulty germinating through this and living through it, because they're trying to use the nitrogen to break those that wood down, and then also the same nitrogen to grow the plants. So let's see, any harvest in here? I do see a few of these top hat cherry tomatoes that I could take off. Lots of tomatoes in the house, and I guess when it rains today, I'll go ahead and fill them up and put them in the freezer. I don't feel like canning them. I just don't feel like it. I'm tired. And it looks like my jalapeno plant and my poblano plant have cross-pollinated, because they all look like jalapenos now. None of them look like habaneros anymore. And there are no kiwis on this vine. I think it takes a few years. I haven't even seen any flowers. So this is my first time growing this type. So we'll all learn together. I do have 4 sunflower plants up here. I planted 6. I'm pleased with the 4. They take up a lot of space. So me getting these 4, I'm okay with that. And same with these tomatoes here. Those tomatoes are called green evil olive. It's so pretty. That green is so pretty. Even though I think it's going to blush out a little bit, I still think that it's beautiful. I planted lots of tomatoes. And I planted these tomatoes with my sister in mind. But She did a great job. I'm not gonna say a good job. She's done a great job on her tomatoes, and this is her first time. And look, I was just out here yesterday, and I pulled a little of this sweet potato, a little tiny slip of this sweet potato. I pulled them all off, and look, 2 have grown back already, just overnight. So, a quick look around down here. There's nothing to harvest. Before I go in, if I have time, I might pull these 2 slips off of here and just stick them somewhere, even if it's in one of my little small containers. And like I have a couple more tomatoes here. I'm going to go ahead and take them off. Because what happens if you don't take the tomatoes off, even though we're about to get some rain, the birds will peck them for water, especially if they're thirsty and it's hot and dry like it was today. So I try to go ahead and take them off when they start to ripen. They don't have to stay on there to ripen. They will ripen. And I do have more zucchinis on here. Look like I have two or three more. Hopefully they'll get fully pollinated and won't look like this. This is what happens when you have unpollinated fruit. Just gonna press it back down in the ground and let it serve its fertilizer. Let's see, any more? Well, that's fine because I planted more. And I'm shocked. No vine borer over here. None. Alright. And I'm still keeping my eye on these brassicas over here. They are a whole lot bigger than they were all stacked up together. And I don't know if it's a sun factor or a green stalk factor. I don't know. I don't know yet. But I am going to replant the ones that I have growing, some of them in green stalks, and I'm going to put some in the ground for the fall. And that way I'll be able to really take some notes to determine which may be the best. Even though I do love these green stalks, I think I may have a green stalk addiction. Let's see, 6. I have 3 full green originals, 3 full green leaves, 2 yellow, 3 tier originals, 2 blue, 3 tier originals, and 2 beige, 3 tier originals. And guess what? Greenstock is having a sale beginning October 1st on some other colors. I can't even tell you that I'm not going to buy more. I probably shouldn't, but hey, this is my only hobby. So my only, I won't call it an addiction, but I have no bad addictions or no bad hobbies. So I might be okay to get some. Look at this lanternfly right here. It's on my grapevine. Oh, it got away, guys. I tried to smash it because I don't want it to kill my grapevine. I don't want to have to pull out the big dogs because I know it's not good for the environment, but I also don't want it to kill my plant. So we'll see. And I never seen one that big before. I don't even know where it went. So I did say I was going to pull these weeds out of here. Let me get them. Oh, that's not a weed. That's a sweet potato plant. These are weeds. Let's see. Get this one and this one. I don't want the rain feeding the weeds. Okay. Let me get my 2 little tomatoes and keep going. So, these sweet potato vines are growing all over the trellis that I meant for the little miniature watermelon vine. So they're growing up and over this. I don't want them to choke it. And the watermelon vine is growing up the trellis there that I put for the grapevine. Oh, I see that thing again. Hold on. Well, it got away again. And I don't know where it went. But it must love these sweet potatoes because this is where I keep seeing them. Oh well. I know they gotta eat too, y'all. But I just don't want them all back here. Okay, let's see. I don't want them to kill my grapevine. I'm excited about those grapes. And I'm kind of excited about these sweet potatoes too. I don't know what to do with them. I put them here April 18th, and I don't know if anything is in there. I really don't know. This is where I've been looking. So I don't know. Shouldn't they be like up on the top a little bit? Down on the sides? Should I see something? I don't see anything. So I'm gonna let them keep growing. I'm gonna leave them there. But I don't want them to be too big and hard that it's hard for me to cut them up either. So I have all these sweet potatoes growing. I don't really eat that many sweet potatoes. I like sweet potato pie, but my brother Dave and my sister Angie, they like sweet potatoes. My other brother, he can't eat them because he's diabetic. I mean, he can probably eat them, but not with all that stuff on. And so I don't. Oh, but I did give my cousin quite a few transplants, so he won't eat any. And my sister did plant her own. I'm so proud of her. So I don't know how many she's gonna need. I meant to get this tomato off of here days ago. Look at that. It's so overripened, guys. It's smushy. Look at that. So I'm just gonna drop it in here, and when I get a minute, not today though, but I'm gonna take it up to the compost. Oh, here's one of those cucumbers. Now they're supposed to be mini. This is kind of the way that they're supposed to look. Not that big old green one, turning yellow one that I pulled off the other day. And had I not come up here to look at this tomato, I would have completely overlooked this. So I'm glad that I know it's here. And there's another one coming beside it. So I know to come back and look at that tomorrow. Let it get a little bit bigger. A little bit fatter, because they don't grow much longer. But I tell you, this vine is very vigorous. So let's see. And I have a tomato plant here. This tomato plant, this cucumber plant is growing all over the place. It's supposed to be going up that trellis right there. It's going everywhere else but up that trellis. And I see another one of these little Roma tomatoes. I'm going to take it off. I know it's still kind of orange, but I'm going to take it off. These plants don't get that much sunlight, and I don't want this one to rot on there like that other one just did. But I think Mr. Wright has intentions on moving all of these tomato plants, all 6 of them, up there to the deck, probably this weekend. So they'll be getting as much sun as they need and then some. So let's see. I'm gonna continue my walkthrough. Of course, there's nothing here because I just put these melons in just a few days ago. They're supposed to be some kind of Japanese melon that only grows a few inches long. My first time growing those, so I can't wait to see how they turn out. And I do see a few bush beans in here. They're not really that long yet. I'm gonna leave them until tomorrow. And let's see. Yes, I'll leave these until tomorrow. It won't really hurt the plant. They're not gigantic, And then these two cucumbers that I recently planted. They're big. They're supposed to be a bush type. So I know that I have time for those. And here are some of my brassicas that I just planted a few days ago. Those cabbages, it's a lot of different cabbages. And I'm curious to see what I need to do with those. I think I put them down here to get some rain, but then I'm going to put them in the sunlight. I mean in the shade before it gets too hot. Tomorrow our heat index is supposed to be in the hundreds again, so I don't know. And this is all that corn that Dave and I planted, my brother Dave and I planted maybe 2 or 3 days ago. And you see it's coming up already. I didn't want this corn to grow so fast yet because I have corn, that miniature corn growing on over there in one of the green stalks. This is full standard size corn, and I guess it's going to be about 2 weeks apart. What I don't want them to do is cross-pollinate. So when this corn begins to tassel out, if that corn over there is still tasseling out, I'm going to cover the whole green stalk with one of those covers, so that I don't want the wind blowing over here. So I'll cover them. And also I have more corn right there in that bed growing, and I don't want those tassels to cross-pollinate with any of the others. So I've been very strategic in planting them out and starting seeds, you know, for corn. So this corn here is just about done. We have a lot of it in the house already, and you see it's developing stalks, one there and one there. So when these are done, which will be very soon, I'm going to take all of this corn completely out of this bed, and I'm going to replant with brassicas. So, I have another Cherokee purple that's starting to blush out. I'm going to go ahead and take it off, because I know the animals in this backyard, they watch the things just like I do. So I have to come out here every single day and make sure that I get anything that's ripe, trying to be ripe, or they will get to it first. So I think that's it. Look at my little oranges, guys. I hope they stay on. I was reading the research that only about 1%. If you get these little oranges, only about 1% survive. And just a few days ago, it was full. So I believe that research. Here's one more. And there are 2 down here. But I had a whole lot more than that. It's okay though. If I just get one, just one, I'll be happy. I'll be very happy. Just one more thing about these spotted lanternflies. Even the ones that I don't catch and kill, there's one right there, right here. I've been finding them dead all over. I don't know why. I don't know if my neighbors put some stuff down in their yards. I don't know why, but I found them in these green stalks. Maybe they're flooding with the water. And I also find them up there on that deck, the one that we just built. But I don't find them up there. Not really, not yet. Maybe it'll change once we move some of these green stalks up there. But as far as the green stalks are concerned, I know that they're having a sale October 1st. I'm going to try to wait that long to buy any more if I do. But I know that this one is still growing, and it'll probably continue until the first frost. Now the one with the corn in it, that's probably going to take a few more weeks. But when it's done, we're definitely going to move that one up there, and those 2 down there with the beans. Mainly because in the winter time, we can just come right out the back door, get what we want off the deck, and then just go ahead back in the house. And then some of these other beds, like that one where the peas are that I need to pull out, and those potatoes, I'll make those raised beds for brassicas. This one right here where the zucchini is, that will be one. The one over there where the corn is, that will be one. And then this spot right here, this will be one. Where this tomato thing is. But we have potatoes growing up here. White potatoes. No, they're not white. They're red. So we can't really put anything in those spots now. So hopefully I will be able to keep those in those containers for as long as I can. Now I see that they're growing, and I'm going to have to separate them. So I'll be trying to figure out how I'm going to do that, because I'm running out of space. Space is an issue. If you guys have any ideas about how I can plan it out, I am going to give some away. But if you have any ideas on how I can plan it out, let me know. And so I think this is my harvest for today. And I'm very thankful to the Most High for this harvest. Look at this evil olive tomato. This is what I mean by how pretty it is. I don't know how much orange they should be, but you see they're starting to turn orange. And I read that this plant, it's my first time growing this. It's an indeterminate plant that only gets about 5 feet tall. So had I known that, I probably wouldn't have put it on this trellis. But it's okay, because this cantaloupe vine has decided to use this trellis. I guess this watermelon vine will find something, because that's a miniature watermelon. And this is another one in here. They just doing what they want to do, and I'm not gonna stop them. I'm just gonna let them do what they want to do. Whatever support they need, I guess they'll find it. And except for those sweet potatoes, I'm not gonna let those sweet potatoes right there choke out that watermelon. So I don't know. I'll figure that out. Now these peppers over here, I don't know. They were growing into like a bell shape, but now they're growing into like a jalapeno shape. So I'm wondering if all the peppers in this yard have been cross-pollinated. And that will be very interesting. I know the seeds will be sterile, but in terms of taste, I'm very interested to learn about, what they're going to taste like. So I was reading the internet about these a cucumber that grows fast. Oh look, I have another watermelon there. Look, and that takes up a little bit of space and that are easy to grow in green stalk. So I brought them. This is they call it the Space Master 80. I don't know, it's 60 seeds in here. So I thought about planting them, just poking them down somewhere. From what I understand, they grow like a bush. Let's see if I can open one up. So this is what the seed look like. So like a typical cucumber seed. I had a sunflower in here. It wasn't doing too well. Here it is actually. So I took it out. I want to put these 2 cucumber seeds here. And we're supposed to get some rain today, and tomorrow it's supposed to be like 100 degrees again. So I imagine those cucumber seeds will be up pretty soon. And we'll see. I know I have lots of cucumbers, but it takes quite a few to make relish. And because when I make the relish, I'm going to be sharing with my sister and my cousin. I'm going to try to do a lot. So I was talking to my sister, and our goal is we want to try to jar enough food. Well, she said for 2 years. I'm just trying to do a year's worth from now to next summer because I still have stuff in my pantry that I already have in jars. So at this rate, I just planted 2 more cucumbers bushes. I don't have anything in this spot right here, but I don't want to really put anything here until Mr. Wright pull up the rest of these potato plants. And then because if I put them in there, I might forget. But I did, like I told you guys, I have been keeping my eye on this green stalk here. So like I have an empty pocket here. This looks like a Brussels sprout, but I did plant more. I just wanted to leave it just to see, you know, if anything at all will grow here. And on this one, this looks like a Brussels also. You know, by these round leaves, that's what they look like. So I think they needed the sunlight down here because they weren't doing this good up there when I had them over there against the garage in the shade, including this broccoli right here. Look how tall it is. But, you know, there's no head. There's no head. So I don't want to just have these things just sitting down here taking up space when I could have something growing in it, waiting on the next one. So this one right here, I'm going to take this one out. Looks like broccoli, but I don't think it was ever going to do anything. And this looks like a Brussels sprout, so I'm going to leave it there just a little while longer. I did plant some more. And let's see, what's this? Whatever it is, let's see. I'm taking it out. This looks like a Brussels sprout or cabbage. I'm taking it out. So I have just cleared up 3 pockets. So these pockets, I'm going to put one of these Space Masters in. And then after it rains, this is the Space Master 80. After it rains, I'm going to top it off with more soil. So I'm going to put one here, one here, one here. Actually, I dropped 2 there. So I'll put 2 here and 2 here. Okay. So let's push them down. I definitely have to go back in my journal and write what I planted, because I come through here and put something else in there and then remember after the fact, like I did with that zucchini over there when I planted those tomatoes on top of there. So, oh, looks like I put a sweet potato in this one. Look at that. So, let's see. I have those other 2 slips over there that I said I might plant. I think I'm going to go grab one and stick one down in here. Stick another one down. Because that plant that's going down there, where I'm about to change it out at, it looks like it's dead anyway. So, let me get it. Here it is. Let me take this piece. Even though this one might have roots on it. Oh, I got it now. I'm going to take both pieces. Okay. Got 2 little pieces. I don't know if they're going to grow into anything or do anything, but it's worth trying. So, I have to remember, in this one, I have cucumbers. And in this one that has a sweet potato plant in it already, I'm going to add another one. So this is the plant that I was talking about. It looked like it's about dead to me. So I'm going to go ahead and take that one out. And I'm going to go ahead and slip one of these slips down in there. Right there. And I will top it off with soil if I need to. I dropped the other one. Here it is. So I have one here. Let's see. Oh, see, look at that. I have another empty pocket right here. I didn't even realize it. I'm glad I did come over here. And then I have one here. And hopefully in a couple of days they will start growing. Let me see, what is this? This looks like Brussels. I don't know if I want to leave that or take it out. I'm going to think about it over the next few days if I want to leave that or take it out. I don't want it taking up unnecessary space. But, so, 2 sweet potatoes here, 1 there, and 3 plants. Now this looks like a collard green, and we've eaten off of this several times already. You can see by the stalk where we have been picking the outer leaves. So I think for now I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave this one and I'm going to leave that one. And I'll see like if I want to put anything else in here. So I did order some more seeds. So this is my continuing with my July planting theme. So just now you see I just planted 2 sweet potato slips and 2, 4, 6 Space Master 80 cucumbers, because you can still plant some things in July. So from Homestead Heart, I ordered some seeds. I ordered some tomato seeds and I ordered some red bean seeds, small red bean seeds. And I thought I ordered more than those, but I know for a fact that I ordered those. But when they get here, I may not plant the tomato seeds because I don't know if I have enough time for those. But I probably will plant those bean seeds. And those bean seeds only take about 55 or 60 days. So I have the rest of July, all of August, and then into September. So I have plenty of time to do those beans. I have to take a look at the tomatoes, but I'm almost certain that I probably won't have enough time. That's okay. I have beans growing all around here. So I'm going to tag Homestead Heart into this video just in case you want to go check out their merchandise. They have a farm, and I feel so sorry for them today because they have alligators, like 5 alligators on their farm now. So go head over there and support them. They may even sell merchandise, but they live in the South. Well, I live in Maryland, but I don't think this is considered the South. But check them out. Check out their merchandise. I only paid $1.50 for their seeds, for a packet of their seeds, which is on the cheaper side compared to everyone else. And they have very good reviews. And I have been watching Homestead Heart for a few years now, on their YouTube channel. I didn't know that they had merchandise until last night. So I would have supported them a while ago. So you guys check them out and have a great night. Any questions or comments, let us know.